Okay, we're live.
We're live. Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee and Bullshit episode. I think it's 1025.
63
60. I was close.
or 63, 64, something like that.
I was close. Feels like 1025.
I don't know. We really don't go by seasons, right? We just go by episodes
That's right.
because we're not really a seasonal thing.
We're never ending.
Never ending. Coffee is never ending. You should always drink coffee.
You're on. So let's start off. Thank you for everybody who came out to Fox Valley Shooting Range, one of our newest retailers today, to support us and support them. It's awesome. It means everything. So they're helping us get make those retailers successful. It's great. So if you're in the Elgin area and want to go shooting at an awesome range where you can double tap and you can rapid fire, go to Fox Valley Shooting Range. They have an awesome selection of guns there. They are well stocked. Pistols, rifles, AR pistols, lots of ammo, whole ton of accessories there. They really have an awesome store. Like, it's so big and they have so much stuff. I didn't get to look at it all, but I wanted to.
I think they got what, 15, right? 15.
I think it is. The range is nice. It's like you walk in there, it's quiet. You can't hear anything outside the range. There are people where I was set up. If you're right on the other side of the glass, you can see into the range. Could not hear a thing out there. Like, they did a good job in that range. It's nice. And they're lickety split, man. They get you through. It's not like some places where you go and you stand around for an hour and wait. Like, there was plenty of space. People get in. It's a nice big store. You're not cramped sitting on top of each other. There's a place to sit down if you need to and relax while you're waiting. So that's really nice.
And they do serve coffee there too.
Yeah, they have served coffee. But it's nice. They have a nice little waiting area where you can actually sit down and relax, where most of you got to stand and walk around the shop for an hour. So it's a cool place. I like it a lot. It's a great range. People there are awesome, super friendly, and certainly great for supporting us.
Hometown Trinity Heroes.
Hey, John.
Thank you, John.
John, what gun show are you at? Tell us. John was one of our guys who sells our coffee at different gun shows over in Missouri, also Missouri and Iowa as well. And with this for all, go check out Hometown Trinity Heroes too.
Jay's watching.
Hey, Jay, what's going on? Thanks for joining us again. Missing you. And on tomorrow, if you're out in the Yorkville area, Sal's going to be at the Ace Hardware in Yorkville, hoping to be one of our newest retailers, hopefully. But it depends how it works out. So go out there, buy a bunch of coffee.
Hopefully in Yorkville and Oswego.
If you go tomorrow, Sal's going to give you a sticker if you buy coffee, or just stop by and say hi. You guys can pick free stickers. Gonna put these on your car, help advertise, put them on your friend's car, tell them after. It'll be great. Put them on your toolbox. Somebody just put these on their toolboxes, which is awesome. Certainly appreciate that support too.
Yeah.
So you have your awesome fine selection tomorrow. What are you?
Jay's just chilling at home.
Well, you're at the case. John's at the KCI Gun Show in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. I'll get some ribs down there.
Sounds like it's a big show.
We were just at the gun show last weekend. It was a good gun show. I mean,
It was great. It was the busiest it's been in the last 7-8 months.
Yeah, there was a lot of people and a lot of buyers. I mean, it was good. It was a good gun show. We were happy.
It's good. There was a bunch of new vendors too.
Yeah, a bunch of new vendors. You should go see. Oh, I got to give a call to that. Those people that live by you in Wisconsin that make the tactical vest. I got their card. I got to get them.
Awesome. Just as you guys can see here today too. So I don't know, a lot of people just kind of find out we've had this for a while, but these are our awesome CBD infused. So the Medic is the caffeinated version, Corman's decaf, 1,200 milligrams of isolate in there. So you'll oversaturate if you drink that straight. We always recommend is get that with a bag of Space Force, cut it, so you get the most value out of it. But take a look at it. It's available on our website.
Help with pain, anxiety,
stress. PTSD. It also blocks the COVID protein from spiking into your cells. So that's just a study out of Stanford. They figured out that CBD-GA and CBD-BA, I think, are the ones that block the infection of COVID.
Yeah, it spikes the COVID before the COVID spikes you.
Right, which is crazy. 2 years ago, it would have been nice to have this information, and they probably already knew about it.
Tits, tires,
or triggers. I love it.
3 T's.
Those are 3 of my favorite things.
Yeah, and then we have, we got Mike over here from Charlie Mike.
Awesome beef jerky, man. It's super tender. It's not the kind where you have to rip your teeth out to get a bite of it.
They also got Core Spice. They got some awesome spices you can put on your meats, porks, chickens,
Listen, this
vegetables.
This is A3. My kids didn't eat green vegetables until I brought this home, so it's got a good little bit of kick to it. But I brought that home first night. My daughter, who refuses to eat green vegetables, I put her on some green beans. She ended up killing the bowl by herself, and I had to get up and make more. So now we don't use salt or pepper on our table. We use this and private pork, the one for pork, on our table. But I put this and private pork on potatoes, vegetables, every meat, burgers, chicken, anything you can think of. We go through probably 2 bottles of this a month because it's so awesome. We even take it with us to restaurants. So in case the food sucks, we can put it on the food. They sell little tactical pouches of it, which is awesome. We carry those with us.
Then you also have Patriot popcorn. Now they're into pretzels too. So flavored pretzels. I don't remember which one that.
These look really good. I want to eat them.
Yeah, I know.
It's Willie P.
Willie P.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in it. I wish I'd always put like a description of what it
Willie
was.
P.
I wish they'd tell because like a little this is that, but
Yeah.
whatever. Their popcorn's amazing. If you open the bag, you will absolutely finish it.
Yeah.
But
Over 85 different flavors.
Wow.
That's a lot of flavors.
if their popcorn is that amazing, their pretzels have to be awesome too.
Yes. And then we also have Red Glare. You see some of their jewelry on the side there.
If you guys don't know, they guys take bullets. And they make beautiful jewelry out of it. This one is. I don't think this one's casing. I can't see.
No, it's no case.
This one just got bullet on the end, but
yeah.
they have ones they sell bigger that they make out of a 6-hour V crown 45s. They make 9. They make all of bracelets, earrings, pendants that are really awesome. We sell it here in the shop. They're also on Etsy, Red Glare Bullet Creations.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
And then just to let you know that the Corman and Medic is a little pricey at $50, but well worth it. Just because there's a lot more CBD isolate into it. We oversaturate, like you said.
Don't forget to use code GBC10. You'll save 10%.
10%.
So knocks the price down for you.
Yep.
But that's like I said, cut it with another bag. You'll truly get the value out of it then.
If you got an idea for a popcorn flavor, they probably already got it. I can tell you that much.
Every week they have a new popcorn flavor. I mean, HTH blend. Hometown Traders, sure you do, John. You just got to contract out to them, get them to make a popcorn for you.
Yeah,
all of it's amazing. They're like any cups and CBD. Not yet.
No, not yet. It's we make a very small batch of that.
It just costs us a lot to make.
Yeah.
So, but it tastes good. It's just as good as our regular damn coffee, and get all the benefits of the CBD.
Yeah.
I mean, better than opioids. Get on CBD if you're taking any kind of opioids. Get on CBD.
Yeah.
It does great. It does great things. I just did CBD gummies the other day. And I didn't.
Oh yeah, we got the gummies.
Right, it gives you nice like chill. It's good. I love it. It's just, and it's not that you don't get that drowsy high.
It's and it's so weird looking at this screen. Then I look at that screen, and it's like this one's a little more blocked. This one's a little more open, so I'm like scratching myself and got a little itch.
See this one.
So if anybody got anything they want to talk about,
Good order ground bag. Yeah, Jay, you're gonna love it.
here, you know what? I'll even put on if you want to come on and talk to us online, be part of the show.
We're talking today now that we think Russia's doing some false flags over there and
blowing up their own oil lines, gas
trying
lines,
to
whatever
get it
is.
started. The false flags are funny. It's kind of like if you're going to start a fight, it's like punching yourself in the face.
Right.
I think it's like when we were kids, like when you wanted to get your older brother or younger brother in trouble, like you just start screaming like, he hit me, when he really didn't. Then that's how you get the fight started, trying to get each other in trouble. It's kind of like what's going on. Oh, they shot us. Oh, Ukraine shot us. Oh, they're bad guys. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Their artillery hit our oil emplacement perfectly.
Right. Yep. That just drives our oil price up. Get ready.
Oh, it's already gone up 30 cents here.
Dude, what's crazy is in California, it was already almost $6 a gallon. And here it's going to beat that. So California's going to be $7-8 a gallon now because of this.
Oh, we'll probably see $4 here soon. I mean, it's already $3.70, I think.
Yeah, I think last night I saw $3.69.
Oh,
which was insane. Who's joining?
John.
Oh, let's see if we can make it work this week. Don't remove them.
No, I'm not removing them, but it won't add.
John, I don't know, man. We'll get this figured out someday.
Yeah, you see.
I don't know if it's because the connection's not great or he's at the.
I don't know.
How about what they're doing to the truckers? God,
Oh yeah, the truckers in Canada. That's
it's kind of crazy just to witness fascism, socialism right across the border from us.
yeah.
I could not believe when the cavalry guys were just trampling those people. I thought it was completely just horrendous to see that. Like, I didn't believe that could happen in Canada. I really didn't.
Add to stream.
And then
No, they won't let us do it.
and then the bullshit thing is now they're tracking everybody who donated to the convoy up there and prosecuting or trying to prosecute those people. They stopped all the funds. So it was pretty peaceful protest. I get that it's causing problems. That's the whole point. Is you cause problems to get something done. I don't get it. I just can't believe that it's happening. It was funny. We were talking with someone came in the shop, one of our good clients who's he's in the guard, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Reserve unit.
Reserves, not guard. So when we were talking about like, fuck, I lost my train of thought. But we were just talking about what was going on up there and how crazy it was that that shit was happening. It's hard to believe that right across the border. Yeah, that's what you're right, Jay. That's what communism looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. Shut the people down. No voice. Can't say anything. Don't like what your people are saying. Shut them up. Oh, we're talking about guns. Like here, it'd be much tougher to make that situation happen. Overrun the people. I think we would have fought back a whole lot more than just let that shit happen. I hope at least. It's crazy to do that to your own citizens. It's unbelievable.
When Trudeau's talking to the Conservative Party up there and calling, the lady up there who's Jewish a fascist is pretty much a kick in the dick, really. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying.
Oh, I just can't believe. Like, I saw someone talking the other day that the closest thing to a fascist it was Reagan. I saw a speech about Reagan talking that
if you're going to bring communism in, the closest thing is going to be liberal Democrats.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like going full circle, right? We've gone so far this way that now we're right back to that. Yeah, they're applauding. That's why I couldn't believe it. All this people here applauding, taking down the truckers this way and doing that shit to them. I can't understand when anybody applauds stomping on free speech. It so blows my mind that they're like, do they not even think about what they're saying or what they're doing? That you're trampling on your own rights when you do that, saying that they should take them down or get them out of there, stop them. Whether you agree with the message or not, you have to stand up for somebody's freedom of speech.
Well, it kind of reminds you of that thing in Star Wars when she said, the end of freedom is done with a roar of the console, making the emperor the power, giving him all the power, right?
Right. You just made a dictator.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, the one movie I always go back to is The People versus Larry Flint. Right? The argument they fought in the Supreme Court, and what Larry Flint said is you have to protect the absolute worst. It's like, if you protect me and my freedom of speech and I'm the worst, then everybody else knows they're safe. I've always thought about that. Like, there's going to be speech that you do not like, that you maybe disagree with, but you have to even protect that to make sure that everybody else's First Amendment and freedom of speech is there. Because once you take away somebody's, it's very subjective. Well, I don't like what you're saying, so you shouldn't be allowed to have free speech. Well, it's not very much longer until someone doesn't like what you're saying, that you don't have your free speech, and then it's just a domino effect, and everybody loses it.
Well, when you give your freedom up for security, they take you give an inch, they take a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, slowly we've been losing more and more of our freedoms.
Listen, the fact that there's such a thing as domestic terrorist is a horror show. That you can declare anybody in this country who's a citizen of this country a domestic terrorist, take away all their rights, I think is absolutely.
Well, for them to complain at a
school board
meeting.
Yeah, right. So that's fear. That's complete fear. We'll use fear tactics to quash freedom of speech. So you love your freedom of speech, but go ahead. You're a domestic. We declare you domestic terrorist. So you lose all of your rights. You lose your right to trial. You lose your right to counsel. You lose your job. You lose your right to fly. Use any public transportation. So they shut that down and take that all away. As a citizen of this country, you're guaranteed those rights until they decide, oh, you're domestic terrorists. It's for everybody's safety. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's bullshit. There's an excuse to take away everybody's right. Exactly. No matter how vile or stupid the speech, many fought to reserve that right. March or shut down are an oxymoron. Damn right it is.
Yeah.
Agree with you, Jay. Like I said, you have to. I don't agree with white supremacy groups. I don't agree with that shit, but you have to protect them. They, as much as I don't like or disagree with that, you have to protect their right so that everybody else has the right to free speech too. Like I said,
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're looking at white supremacist groups, yeah, you gotta protect their speech. Looking at BLM, whatever, you gotta protect their speech.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have a voice.
Yep.
As sad as it is, but it is what it is.
well, the problem I hate is that the liberal side of things, they're not open to any kind of debate or conversation.
Correct.
It's
They try
usually
to shut
you're a
you down.
Nazi. You're a Nazi, and
Yeah.
everything you say is wrong because it doesn't agree with me. So you're a Nazi. That's why you're saying those things. And I hate that people throw around the
Nazi,
word
fascism.
Nazi. I hate that people throw around the word Nazi. Like Trump's a Nazi. So you're belittling what everybody went through under that regime. You're all the Jews who got massacred, the Polish, everybody else, the unionists who got murdered because of that, the Russians who gave up 9 million people for that war. So you're belittling that. And they're like, Trump's a Nazi. Well, I don't remember him causing mass genocide. I don't remember 20 million people dying under Trump's presidency. So to say he's a Nazi, you're belittling what everybody went through in the horrors and the atrocity of
Yeah,
that
and if
time.
I believe so, under Trump's presidency, we weren't even close to any type of war.
Yeah.
I mean, not like with the current.
Yeah, well, we already knew. He's already said
Yeah.
when this happened, he didn't give a damn about him, didn't respect him because he knows he knew he was weak, and he could do whatever he wanted to do, and we weren't going to come do anything except stand there and be like, I think they're going to attack today. I'm pretty sure they're going to attack. They might attack. Maybe they'll attack. I don't know.
They'll attack on the 16th.
Just
How the hell do you know?
right. I
I
just
mean, we have good intelligence, but Jesus Christ, I mean,
some,
Putin telling you stuff.
I just kind of keep telling myself 2 more years of this bullshit, and maybe we can get back to some level of common sense.
Hopefully, depends who gets voted.
I'm just sick of all the shut down the free speech. I'm sick of the Nazi talk. I'm sick of the stupid bullshit. I'm sick of
schools
people
putting still mask wearing. Come on, it's only supposed to be for 15 days, and that was it to beat the coronavirus, right? And now we've gone in 2 years.
the masks do nothing. I got coronavirus when I'm wearing masks. You got it when we were wearing masks. When we're not wearing masks, doesn't matter. I
You just catch it.
get notice from the school every day. My kids have to wear masks at school every day, but then they send us a notice home.
Mine don't.
Your kid may have been next to a kid who was possibly infected, so your kid can't come to school. Like, why? They were both wearing masks. How if the masks work and it's effective, then why was there any problem? They're
Yeah,
wearing masks.
And if the vaccine worked, people wouldn't be catching who are vaccinated.
Right,
It makes no sense. The vaccine is not really working.
so
Follow the money. That's where it goes.
it's just crazy to me that it's such a stupid debate back and forth. I get it. We've been able to get the infection rate under control. I agree that people with comorbidities should have been. I think they should be vaccinated. Whether people agree with that or not, I don't care. And I think you should wear a mask if you have comorbidities and you're going to die. If you're super high risk, whether you agree with the things or not, take the precautions if you want to live. If you don't care, then don't. But make it a people's choice. Give them the freedom of choice. You want to die. Or not. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. The symptoms haven't been bad of anybody I've known. I've known 1 or 2 people who supposedly passed away from COVID, but not really. They had a whole bunch of other shit going on.
Correct.
They just happened to die
problems.
during the time of COVID.
Right.
Without COVID, they probably would have died anyways, but it is what it is.
I mean, I've known plenty of people that have caught it even twice.
Yeah.
I think one person I know caught it 3 times.
If the
And he
vac-
was fully vaccinated.
right. If the vaccine does anything, all it does is it lessens the symptoms.
Yeah, but
Especially if you're you're in the high risk category.
I mean, it depends on your blood type. I mean, when I caught it, it was me like getting a cold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think the other time, who knows? I don't know. It's
Yeah, Jay can't attend events. So I thought Philadelphia was finally the ones who just ended all mask mandates. I thought they were the first ones to end mask mandates.
well, in Chicago, you still can't go into.
I got your vaccine card too.
Yeah, you gotta
But
show
you know
your
what though?
papers.
No one's checked it. I go out to lunch like when I'm at work because I'm in the Cook County and Crook County, and every place I've gone into lunch, there's no one standing there asking for a vaccine card. It says the sign on the door says, "Yeah, I must have your mask, your vaccine card." Blah blah. No one's checked. No one's been about it. So It might be an issue more in towards the city, but on the outer edges of Cook County, no one gives a damn.
No, when I walked into the big box store yesterday, the greeters said, "Put your mask on." Well, you know what? I had it on me, but I just kind of put it right here. Still, there's plenty of people in the store that weren't wearing their mask or wearing it properly anyway. Doesn't matter. I walk into other big box stores. I'll have it with me, but most of the time I just walk in the thing. Somebody says something. If it's a Karen, I'm just gonna walk by. I'm not gonna fully engage on a Karen or Ken, Karen and Ken. I don't know.
Yeah.
Males.
I don't know. I've gotten tired of it. Omicron's no threat whatsoever, really. No one's dying from Omicron. No, it's not putting them in the hospital. They're not suffering like they were with the first round of this shit. I had Omicron fucking over Christmas. Yeah. For 2 days, I had the sniffles. You had the man flu. My youngest kid had it for a half hour. She had symptoms. My older daughter had it for maybe a day and a half. My wife had it for maybe 2 days, and then there was no symptoms. Like it's very easy and over with. I get it. I think everybody eventually will get Omicron no matter what the hell you do. So I think in this case, it's better just for everybody to get the shit.
Like everybody gets the flu.
Right.
You still have the flu going around.
I think it's gonna be a long time before it's gone. I think it's gonna be years and years.
I don't think it'll ever be gone.
Right. So
it just morphed into another flu. That's what it is for. You can't kill viruses.
Now they figure out the monoclonal antibodies stop it from infecting.
Yeah.
And CBD stops it from infecting. So there's other stuff to do to get rid of it, to stop it from being a problem for anybody. Will it be a nationwide thing? Will the government be like,
flu?
Will the government be like, everybody should just take some CBD and this problem goes away immediately? No. They'll keep pushing the vaccine because they make money.
Well, they make money.
Right.
Yeah. Big pharma's got to make money.
Right. Just like you can't, like our nurses and police officers can't use CBD because there's 0.0000000.1% of THC in it, so they can't use it at all because it's okay for them to be on every opioid that you can imagine. That's fine, but God forbid you get off the addictive drugs and take something natural. Well, we can't have that because the government hasn't figured out how to make money. No one's lobbying for the CBD lobbyists. Don't have as much money as the pharmacological lobbyists, so I'll be forever before it gets pushed through and okay. As long as I'm not wearing any Masonic gear and I give the Karens and Kens a hearty fuck off and end your business. I like it. The funny thing was, back in the summer, we were somewhere and we were going to get in an Uber because we were at the bar, hammered, ready for a ride home. And like Uber's rules, you have to wear a mask in the car. So no problem. So I put my mask on as I'm getting in the car, and this guy just driving down the road next to us stops and is like, "Why are you wearing a mask?" Because basically my answer was because I fucking want to. What does it matter? Why are you stepping on my freedom? If I choose to wear a mask, then I can wear a mask. I don't understand people who bitch other people who do it. Why are you stepping on their freedom? Whether you agree or disagree with them or not, you have freedom of choice in this country. You might think the person's stupid.
You choose what you want to do.
You might think they're hypochondriac. You might think they're dumb. But
come on, when a person's in a car by himself wearing a mask,
right, it looks stupid. But
it looks stupid.
At the same time, there's no reason for me to yell at that person because now you're becoming the fascist that you told us you hate when you bitch at somebody else for what they're doing. Like, I don't care. You can make fun of them or be like, "Oh, what a dumbass," but if you want to challenge them, like, I think that's the dumbest thing. Like, what the fuck do you care? If I want to wear a mask on my head, what does it matter? If I want to wear, a clown mask, what does it matter? That's
Darth Vader mask. Jay, on the CBD Zero Trace, it's
no.
Most places check it in the millions. This one would be in the billions. So technically, I mean, I've had flight nurses and other, I won't say first responders, but they've bought it, and it shouldn't show up in any test because of it's an isolate.
Yeah, can't guarantee you zero, but
yeah,
if you, all I can say is the smart thing.
They check in the millions, and
yeah, if you have a possibility of getting tested and it wrecking your career or whatever, your job. I mean, I'd say yes, it's good to go, but I'd say probably don't.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, if you see the thing right back here, there, our nice logo, which I see here says enter your search item. I don't know why it says it on ours, but that's from Patriot Frog, one of their nice works they've done for us. We work with.
Yep, I agree, Jay. I wouldn't grade. I do laugh when people have it on.
Yeah.
I've only ever worn my mask in the car once. That's because I came out of the store, jumped in the car to go somewhere. I got about 100 feet down the road. I'm like, what the fuck? I got this mask on again. It got to the point where I forget about it. But the thing that still pisses me off the most is when I walk up to the door and I reach in my pocket. I'm like, fuck, I forgot my mask. And turn around and go all the way back. Get the stupid mask.
It was like went out to eat, and a very popular place that serves Italian beefs. I think like I saw 3 people that walked up and not wearing their mask.
Yeah.
But they still got to have that stupid shield there. And so you try to talk to the person, and they're like, what? I'm like, well, then let me just pull myself around here. It's not doing any good with this shield here. What's the pointless shield do you have?
We're all going to die.
We're all going to die.
I just can't wait till next year when it's 1.5 feet. Because it would start out at 6 feet, then it was 3 feet. Next year will be 1.5 feet.
Man, kids aren't.
The year after it's going to be 3/4 foot. After that, so we'll just keep reducing the distance that it's. But the worst thing ever was shutting down all the small businesses. I thought that was ignorant as hell.
Yeah.
There were still ways to do business, get shit done without shutting down all these small business, making these people go out of business. It's ridiculous. That's certainly an important factor in what's going on. And I still think as Americans, we get the choice if we want to go out in the world or not go out in the world. We want to take the risk or not take the risk. Take that away is. I just completely disagree with.
The popcorn company, Jay, is Patriot Popcorn.
Yep, Patriot Popcorn.
And this is Patriotic Frog. The sign guys. The sign husband and wife. Yeah, I think I said that correct. I think.
You did a great job.
I think so.
And
if you haven't noticed, I think they donated. I know Popcorn Guys and Patriot Frog donated something to Carroll Stream Police Department the other day. If you haven't seen the post we put up there that we posted that we donated over $21,000 last year.
Not us. You guys did.
You guys, yeah, because
all the donations come from you buying coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, some comes from us, but the majority of it comes from the dollar we donate from every bag you guys buy, or box of K-Cups, or a T-shirt, or a travel mug, or a mug, or what the hell else do we sell? A lot of shit.
Yeah.
But it all comes from that. So it's because of your guys' support that we get to donate that money.
Yeah. And then
you know what's funny? So someone sent me a text the other day like, how come you guys don't have a cool truck? And it was the other company, their Hummer that was out jumping through the mud. I'm like, wow, Hummers are really awesome. How cool would it be to have our logo on a Hummer? But instead of buying a Hummer, what do? We helped buy a titanium wheelchair so a veteran could go be self-sufficient. We helped a veteran suffering from PTSD get a service dog so they could go rejoin society. We helped some kids who've been victims of burns be able to go to camp in the summer to spend time with other kids. So Hummers are cool, but titanium wheelchair service dogs and kids going to burn camps and helping feed the dogs that support our police, I think it's way cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, Hummers are cool, but I still rather have someone who gets to have a titanium wheelchair than us have a Hummer.
A titanium wheelchair that's super light so they can carry it because, I mean, they come in and out of their vehicles. I mean, the ones they try to give you at the VA are, look like the first time it's like super heavy. And
well, it sucks. I saw a guy today when I was leaving the range, and he was struggling. He had a minivan, but his chair's in the back, so he has to like climb around the back. He didn't have the cool electric lift and the cool ramps to get his chair out. Like he barely could stand, but he'd get in there, get his chair out, get it assembled for him to get in the chair to get out. Like, so he's got the old heavy wheelchair. Like, so when you want someone to have that titanium wheelchair that they can lift with one hand, that's strong enough to support them no matter what's going on, that they can get in and out of their car. You want to have the crane in the back of the truck that makes it easy. Our one guy who came, the president of the association, he's got the really cool chair that comes out of his truck and lowers down.
Yeah.
Because he has no use of he's basically
his upper
body, like chest down, so like he has to lift himself, he has to be able to get himself in and out. And you deserve to have your independence, right? You don't want to have to rely on someone every time you want to go somewhere. So, especially if you're a veteran, you went and made this big sacrifice. You still want to stand up as a man and a person and be able to go have a life. So,
the other day, I know on the news they were talking about for those who are, their spinal stuff, we're implanting these things, and I think they did it on 6 patients.
Yeah, three people walked
Yeah,
again.
and 3 people are walking again. So
Awesome. That's so cool.
I mean, technology, is just getting up there. I mean,
It's amazing.
be able
right?
to implant something and people be able to walk again, or maybe use of their hands or arms. Some
Wow.
it'd be just every year we're just going to get better and better. I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Jay took part in a birthday, drive-by birthday for a 101-year-old World War II veteran. Holy cow. That's awesome. Got my pieces of shit running so I could attend. That's so cool. It's crazy that there's still World War II veterans. They're in their hundreds now.
yeah. I mean, there's fewer and fewer every year.
It's hard to believe it's still hard to believe it was that long ago.
almost 80 years ago.
Well, yeah, that
So-
guy's 101. He got in. Well, who knows? It's so weird around that time because 13 and 14-year-olds were lying and joining, and 15-year-olds were joining. So you never know. That exoskeleton stuff is amazing. It is true. That stuff is amazing.
Yeah,
So-
they can do exoskeletons.
I saw the one yesterday where they had a guy. He had the exoskeleton on. He was able to lift 550 pounds and carry it. It was amazing. Like he just walked up. Didn't even look like he was stressing. It was like walked up, grabbed his thing, turned around, walked across the floor, and set it down. I'm like, Jesus, 550 pounds. Like when one person can do that, the only scary thing is what are the real uses of all these things, all this technology? It's all going to be all war related eventually.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get a soldier that can now carry 200 pounds instead of 100 pounds.
Well, the problem
Be able
with
to bring more supplies with
the
them.
problem with drones and robots is you make the war very impersonal, and when the war is very impersonal and you're not sacrificing lives for it, it becomes much easier to go to war and start wars because there's no loss. There's no loss except robots.
Yeah, Amanda said they implant a pacemaker. Is that what they
In their
implant?
spines, and they
Their
walk like
spines?
they also use the pacemaker to do the nerve impulses. Probably
I don't know.
that's amazing. What a great use of a pacemaker.
I'm surprised she was paying attention to the TV.
That's incredible. It'll be so awesome. I'd love to see so many people that are in wheelchairs powering out, be able to get up and walk again
Oh yeah,
and gain use of their hands, their limbs. God, it would be so amazing. I had a friend when I was a kid who died of muscular dystrophy, and it was hell watching him from I met him when he was 13 or 14, and he died when he was just about to turn 16. But basically, his muscles just gets a point where your muscles strangle you to death, basically,
yeah.
and quit working. But he was young and wanted to play just like I did, right? So he wanted to get out of his chair, he wanted to do stuff. Like, how cool would it have been to see that kid be able to get up, walk around, run, play with all the other kids? It would have been so cool.
Well, especially now they can let's say you amputated from the arm, they can put that device on you, and then you click your hand in there, and you can move it like the
The
impulses.
prosthetics are amazing.
Yeah, and I mean,
Oh, Jay says they're providing exoskeletons for paralyzed vets now. I haven't seen that, but
I
that's
haven't
awesome.
seen it either.
They'll probably start using it too for therapy, which rather than you have to go to the gym or go to the workouts every day, like go to your therapy. Like if you have exoskeleton, they can have it so it helps you 90%. And over time, then it's 7%, 60%, 50%. So you can go have your independence. You're not tied to having to go to rehab every day, physical rehab every day. You get to go back to your life quicker, but you can move around and do stuff because you're building your strength over time with the exoskeleton, and it works kind of like crutches and a cane.
I hope they supply the recharger for it. Is it like a little C cord you have to plug in there and wait?
Then it won't work. It'll break. You have to be on your exoskeleton charging port, and it'll be the wrong cord for the wrong port, the wrong time.
Yeah.
Apple's will make theirs exclusionary just to their Apple exoskeleton. I'm all about capitalism, build what you want, but I think somewhere someone should be like, listen, that could be Biden's one thing for his presidency. All phone charging cords must be universal. No more proprietary charging cords. That's my decree as president. That will be.
Well, Biden did say he's putting a war on cancer. So he's just telling we're gonna give more money to Big Pharma to make up stuff that
so just
might work.
So just one more war he can't win.
Well, he can put what's the vice president's name?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, yeah. Pamela.
Kamala.
Yeah, she can be in charge
Kamala?
of that too. Just like
It's funny.
in
He's starting to look like Jimmy Carter, and his presidency is starting to look a hell of a lot like Carter's. Hyperinflation.
I think Carter's was better
Weakness.
all of a sudden.
Well, until we get to 18% home loans, that's where Biden will beat him out. Like, we had hyperinflation, but we didn't get to 18% mortgages.
Who was Carter's vice president? Was it Mondale?
Was it? Maybe it was. Yeah.
I think it was Mondale. I think. Anybody know that question? Who was?
Oh, yeah, that's right, Jay. That's right. They pushed that shit in Europe, and then Apple said, "F you." Now just provide a cord and no adapter. That's not as a cord, no charger. I'm with this. But their Apple's excuse first for doing it here was they were trying to reduce waste because everybody already has a million charging cords. So why do we send more? Some bullshit like that. But that's not capitalism. If you'd say everybody has to can't have any proprietary cords.
I really liked it when phones used to have a battery. You could change it out. Yes, it was Walter Mondale.
Yes, Walter Mondale.
Yeah.
So that might be coming back because they're going to push right to repair here. So they just pushed it in. They got it across. Was it Finland or Sweden? Right to repair. That you couldn't make stuff that was unrepairable anymore. So now they're going to try and push that here, the right to repair. Because like on a Dyson vacuum, it's set up so that you can't replace a $1.50 belt. You have to order a new head. They give you one head, and then it's $85. So I said F that, and I probably put screwdrivers in I bought the belt from Amazon for $1.75. Put screwdrivers in there because they set up the plastic to break if you try to take off the bottom of the vacuum cleaner. The one used to be tabs. You put the tabs, drop the metal plate off on the Eureka Hoover vacuums, put your new belt in, and you're ready to go. So I had to put like 5 screwdrivers all around, wedge my hands in there, my fingers in there to get the new belt on to fix this. So they want $85 to fix a $1.50 problem, which is complete bullshit. Well, Apple nerfed the right to repair. That's bullshit. So I think that's anti-capitalist when you say people can't repair their own shit.
Well, now they put those special tabs, so if you open it, they know that it's been repaired, so it voids your warranty.
Yep.
I think, I don't know if we're still live on Instagram or we're
frozen. Well, just like your car now, they put all that stupid ass plastic covers over everything so that you don't get in there and try to fix shit. Because the average person's intimidated, I guess, by plastic covers. So you don't fix your own shit. My last car,
I'm not intimidated. It's under warranty, so
right. But when it's out of warranty, so my last car was out of warranty. The ECM blew, and I didn't know what the hell was going on with it. It was crazy. I'd never had a car before that. I was just driving one night. All of a sudden, it sped up. All my dash lights went off. My headlights went off. I lost power steering, and the car is floored. It was going. I got up to about 100 miles an hour. Had no brakes, so I had to grab the emergency brake, hold on the emergency brake, got it off to the side of the road. Then all the lights came back on. Then the car slowed down all of a sudden. Then I had brakes and everything back. And I was sitting on the side of the road. All of a sudden, the car started racing again. I hadn't parked, thank God. The engine was going screaming. All the lights went off. Lost all power steering, all power brakes and everything. So it's crazy. I'm like, I've never had this problem before. I took it in. They're like, you need ECM. I'm like, well, how much is that to fix? It's $3,500. So first thing I do, AutoZone. How much is a new ECM in my car? They're like $85. Like, you have it in stock? Yeah. So I'm like, I went and bought it. It took me all of 10 minutes to put it on. It was 4 bolts, took the 4 bolts off, the air cleaner off, stuck it back on, 4 bolts. It was 10 minutes of work for $85. And they wanted $3,500 for it.
Well, tell them about your trade-in if you trade in your vehicle.
Which one?
Yours.
No?
Yeah, if you trade it in, you'll get.
I get $700 more than what I owe on it right now after a year on a lease.
And you can get another vehicle that's.
But so the reason what motivated me to do it, my guy at work, his lease is up in July this year. 3 years he had a Toyota Highlander.
Mm.
He went at CarMax and evaluated his car. So his payoff, he'll get back $11,000 more than what he would owe if he paid his car off. So like they're saying right now, like he owes $23,000,
right?
$25,000, right? Whatever. CarMax will give him $37,000 for his car right now. So he can walk away with $11,000
because of shortages.
Yeah, usually at least you walk away, you have nothing, and you owe nothing, but you have nothing. You have no equity. He has a 3-year lease and has equity of $11,000 on a 3-year lease. It's insane. This is because we pushed all the manufacturing out of this country, let it go, and charge no tariffs for goods coming in. Funny, the last president was trying to fix that and make it so that if you left the country, you paid massive tariffs to get your product back in here if you undercut the American worker.
Yeah, but it always seems like whoever gets in office, like the death tax, one takes it off, then the other one has it back on.
Yeah, but it never goes away. It's on, but they just move it. They move it. It's not death tax anymore. Now it's here. Now we're going to raise capital gains rather than the death tax, or we raise the limit on death tax, hit you harder on this on your income tax.
Right.
So they never. My dad. One of the things my dad always told me as a realtor,
The shell game
about property taxes, because like when we first moved by us, there was no big box stores yet. There was nothing by us when we moved there.
No.
And you know, they're like, well, that's what the taxes are now. But as soon as Walmart and Home Depot and all these big box stores come in here, they're going to carry the brunt of tax and they'll drop taxes. My dad's like, no, but that's bullshit. Once they get it, they never give it back. And it's true. Even when our property was declining by 20% a year, our property taxes were going up every year, and our property taxes are much higher now. And we had massive amount of stores move in.
Yeah.
Hey, Warsaw Patriots joining us again. Hey, y'all. Would you say they offered me 13.5 over what I owe on my Silverado? Yeah, the problem is you can't go get another replacement Silverado.
Yeah.
That's where I was looking for new Santa Fe's yesterday. I'm looking for new Santa Fe because $700 I'll take it, or it's almost $1,000, so I'll take it and go get a new one. But I couldn't find the one I wanted anywhere. I'm like, shit, they're just not there. No. So what I'm not going to sell my car for that little and not have a car to drive. I have to have a car. So
yeah, you know,
I'm not going to take a lesser vehicle than what I have. I like what I got. I'd want the newer model.
Yeah,
but it's not available, so it doesn't look like it looks like it stopped on Instagram.
Did it? I mean, it's still saying live here.
When I ask you guys if you know a YouTuber by the name Ghost Tactical, I just saw that name Ghost Tactical.
Yeah, why is
I don't know. Someone else just mentioned that to us. Or mentioned to me. So we're talking about Ghost Tactical.
I'll have to look it up.
I remember.
But hey, we got to cut it a little short.
South tired. He's old.
Yes, got quite a bit of stuff I have to get done.
His Marine does a live stream called the Armed Citizens
Podcast.
That sounds so familiar to me. I want to dodge
Power Wagon.
You gotta get a DeLorean first, Jay, so you can go back in time and grab one.
DeLoreans are coming back.
All electric.
Yeah, but
made
in Texas.
Right, but you know where that company started? Right by me in Algonquin. They have a location right there is where they started. Then the guy in Texas bought the name, but that was part of the first branch where they started making them. So I used to drive by there just to see like the DeLoreans out there. It'd be cool if it actually has power because the old DeLorean sucked.
Yeah, they didn't have much power.
It's like 165 horsepower and a car that was super heavy and performance sucked. They're cool as hell to look at. It's the coolest car because of Back to the Future. But if the electric one comes out and it's powerful like a Tesla, man, I've driven super fast cars. I've driven Corvettes. I've driven just about everything you could think of that's fast as hell. I've never had anything like the Tesla Model Y performance, 0-60 in 3.5 seconds. The G-forces are amazing when you hit the accelerator. It's cool.
Yeah.
I know some people I still like the noise. Still like the sound of a muscle car. It's fucking awesome. I love the rumble, but nothing drives like the electric cars. The electric cars used to suck, but God, they're unbelievable. And when you get an electric car that can go 0-60 in 1.5 seconds, it's insane.
Yeah. We'll look it up and we'll tell them that we know Warsaw.
We'll tell them Warsaw Patriots service. The guy who makes all the great coffee scoops. Just kidding.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Thank you all for joining us.
Week?
Nope, just here's the story. We're taking a break next week. So go out to Yorkville tomorrow. Go see Sal at Days Hardware out there. Help us support our retailers so we can get in there. Help us grow and continue to generate more donations. When you're down there, stop by Kendall Meat Market. Go pick up some amazing steaks and pick up some more coffee there.
Don't forget Amazon. We're on there. We're also on Mammoth Nation. Check that out.
No, Jay, she's got to do feet pics. That's what all the women do when they want expensive stuff. Start peddling that ass. Yeah, you know the Trackhawk now is like 95,000. It's incredible. I raced one in my Infinity. The guy smoked me. Those are great. Oh, sorry. Tell us.
So,
all right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Thanks again for joining us.